It's going to be the biggest election in Mexican history, with positions up for grabs from Mexico City mayor to congressional seats to the top job itself. And all eyes are on the three main contenders for the presidency. But who are they? The current frontrunner is familiar to all Mexicans at least. This is the third bid by Andrés Manuel López Obrador. He's a traditional leftist who wants to raise public workers' salaries, increase benefits for vulnerable Mexicans, and worryingly for some, halt the current government's reforms to the struggling education and energy sectors. But most of all,
I am committed to eliminating corruption and impunity. Privileges and exemptions will be abolished. We will put an end to luxuries, abuses, and overspending in the government.
But that cry is less convincing this time round. He's allied himself with some dubious trade union leaders and politicians in the hope of widening his support. Hard on the heels of the veteran, an ambitious youngster, RICARDO ANAYA is all about slick promotional videos and Steve Jobs-style speeches. The Conservative candidate's fronting a left-right alliance. His main proposals, a universal income for all, paid for by cutting social programs. He's a modernizer, but so far short on detail.
The way is clear. First, sustained economic development based on being more competitive, attractive to investment, which in turn will be invested in education, health, and infrastructure.
He's had to defend himself against corruption accusations, which he says are a smear campaign from the team of this man, third-placed José Antonio MEADE. Seen as a competent technocrat, he's banking on his government experience to win votes.
We can look Mexicans in the eye and talk about 20 years of public service with 20 years of honorable promotions, 20 years of being part of a team.
But he's seen as lacking charisma and is being dragged down by running for a ruling party which has failed to curb corruption or deal with what is the elephant in the room for everyone. And that's Mexico's ongoing violence. None of the candidates have offered much detail on how they'll tackle it. They're more keen to focus on other things. That spells trouble. The current administration had the same approach, and today we're seeing record murder levels. The candidates are, on the other hand, more than willing to confront this man and his planned wall. A furious Mexican public demands it. But they're also showing some restraint. In the end, one of them is going to have to work with the neighbour to the north. John Holman, Al Jazeera, Mexico City.